duty. On that duty. Don't do that duty. Don't break yourself. Don't break yourself. What we're doing is a beautiful day out right now. What is it? 12, 1 o'clock almost. I'll let some people try to get and twist it off. I need to. You guys all in this piece treated like you did low. Then you don't shit. You want to condone me. Yo, what's happening, Ghost? Yo, yo, yo. Yo. Yeah, I'm on real early today, and there's good reasonings. There's good reasoning. I just popped on here. It'll be about a minute here in a minute, but how you doing today? Pull out the fucking Gerber on you. Yeah. See if anybody. I know I usually give the time. I'm kind of how's it going? Great, great. Honestly, I mean, I let y'all know what was happening yesterday. I know nobody was expecting me to get on like this. I wasn't expecting to get on, but I had to. Just got back from seeing my doctor, surgeon, hand surgeon, and yes, I'm clear. Got clean bill of health. I'm going back to work today. Matter of fact, in about 3 hours, 2 hours. Oh, you just came back from school? That's cool. That's good that you in school. What you going to school for? Yeah, I know. As much as I shouldn't be worried about it, I need to study. I need to brush up on my driving stuff. But I plan on doing that, like when I come home tonight, a little bit, maybe a little bit before I go to work. But I got to go in early because I got to get my I got to get certain things set up since it's been a bit since I've been back. So I want to go in there early and get everything going because nobody really knows I'm coming back other than the big dogs. So, well, they're finding out as we speak. They're finding out as we speak. I'm coming back, but I told everybody worst case. Well, not everybody, but when I was there the other day looking for my key, I bet because nobody want to be there. Nobody want to be there. They can't leave their personal shit at the door. See here it's fine. There, And I don't think any of them are my followers. So good thing you're not there. But my big thing is, when I went to go look for my key before I had to go through all that shit to send that car up to the dealership, which it's coming back down now. I'm having it brought back down. I would have had it drove back down, but I knew the battery was going to be dead. They want to charge me $300 for a battery. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm like, I'll just have it picked up and brought back and charged. I'm not doing that. But yeah, I went to go see the doctor today and I'm cleared. So, when I got a hold of Worskies, that tends to happen, man. I did a lot of that. Now I don't know if you uh I didn't go to college, but like when I was growing up, even high school, that was probably the most that and the last year of middle school, and it didn't matter because most of the time I was in a BD school. So when I would get mainstream and start doing good, and somebody would mess with one of my friends, or say something stupid, or try to do dumb things, I wasn't having it. And I wasn't talking. I was the type of person that ran up and busted your ass. So I was like, I'd send me right back. I'd go to jail. I'd go right back to jail, and then I'd go back to the BD school full blown. My mainstream be done. So I'm going back to work. That's what's up with me. I'm going back to work today. They're like, when do you want to come back? Well, you can come back. I was like, I want to come back today. They're like, you sure you don't want to come back to start tomorrow? Or Saturday or just Monday, start off refresh? No, I want back in. You were in 6th grade when you got in the fight? I got in a lot of fights in 6th grade. Only I started them because they were always victimizing somebody, so I had to do that to them. I know feed into the cycle, but the thing is, they pick on people that won't even look at the wall wrong. Look at people who were Just trying to get through it. Nobody wanted to know attention, so it's like that's what they did, and it was messed up because they really were fucking playing with fire because they're messing with the most quiet people that were, that just mind their own business. So I'd have to bust ass. But the thing is, every time that it would happen, there was no, oh, you're getting suspended. I'm going right to jail because it just wasn't, oh, a push back. Oh, you knocked into this. But no, I didn't even let him. I just walked up to him. And when they didn't notice right away, I'm taking advantage of it because they're too busy. They're still busy vicking somebody out. Other than that, I'm walking by, letting homie know. I'm giving him the look like, hey, he's not going to be doing that much longer. Watch this. And if he did look at me right away, why when he made eye contact, it's been when I'm chin checking him. Yeah, I was chin checking him or trying to wake him the fuck up real quick. And believe me, I'm going right to jail. He'll be lucky to get suspended because he didn't do shit. But the thing is, they would get in trouble because it's like if I got to go to jail and I losing my mainstream classes back to normal. I got to go all the way back to BD, all this shit. That happened nonstop. So much that I didn't even get a high school diploma. I got my GED. But, the worst case scenario, they get a slap on the wrist, a couple Saturday detentions, and a 2-3 day suspension. Me, I'm going to fucking jail. And I did it every time, so. But no, you want to know what? It seems like people go there to use that as the devil's playground. Schools, that's these days is the devil's playground, it seems like, from what I can tell. Because you mess around with the wrong person too much, what's going to happen? People jump out their body, and they don't give a shit anymore. When you fuck with somebody who feels like they ain't got nothing to lose, you're going to have this crazy shit going on that's been going on nonstop around here. It's like a cliche. School shooting. It doesn't stop. And it seems like as much as these things could be they're beyond the prevention, they never are prevented. It's always too late when somebody's able to intervene. So I understand what you mean about the whole hell thing. Yeah, because if she does, she loses that fucking scholarship by default. It's like you forfeit it. It's like part of the rules and regulations. You gotta steer clear, especially on a scholarship. I could tell you that, not because I win, because I don't. I know people. You gotta steer clear. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. That's just how it goes. Good and bad, thick and thin through life. That's just how it goes. You gotta take the good with the bad. But at least you knew what was going on. At least you didn't keep going. And at least you guys know what's going on, and you're not sitting there like trying to repeat that shit. At least you're sitting here and you got the gumption that actually say it. Because a lot of people that they ain't gonna talk about that stuff like that. That's the last thing they want anybody to know about because they're too worried about this. They're worried about what everybody else thinks other than them, and they don't want to look like whatever they perceived weak or whatever. That's not how it works, man. If that's your opinion, then that's your opinion. But if you worry about everybody else and you're not worried about yourself, there's some problems. You need to worry about yourself first. Then you worry about the things around you, but you shouldn't be worrying about other people and their thought process with you unless, I don't know, unless it retains to you directly, personally. Even then, if this person's not somebody in your life and they're trying to pull you in, cut it. Somebody at school starting that shit, turn and walk away. Or seriously, you want to know what some people say this shit? Act incoherent, act like you got selective thinking, act like you're catatonic, whatever. Whatever you got to do, because playing into their bullshit's just not going to help. It's not going to help. Well, you would think that. Because I felt the same way growing up, okay? That you feel like you have nothing to lose because it's all falling apart? I thought that way too, man. I thought that way too. It ain't like that though. That's almost like removing a choice from yourself and just forcing yourself to take an ultimatum. As bad as it might look, things could be worse. That's what you got to think about. As bad as things are right now, things could be worse. Now, you don't want to feed into that. Now, if you have a contingency in place, like I did, and the thing is, it wasn't like I was like, well, I'm gonna keep fucking up because I want to get my GED. It was just to the point when I went back to school and I got good grades. They were just like, hey. Between you always getting in fights and getting locked the fuck up, you're so behind. that you're going to have to be here 2-3 more years. So I said, I'm going to get my GED. And that's what I went to go do. Now that's a tough cookie too. Is a lot of people go through that. Yeah, no, I know. And that's just as rough because getting mentally and emotionally by a verbalization breaking each other down, that's just as bad as fighting. Yeah, because that turns into other things. It manifests and festers like a disease. When wagging tongues get to go and they don't know when to stop sometimes because nobody wants everybody wants the last word. Everybody. Nobody wants to sit there and take it. Everybody wants to have the last word. But I'm so happy. I just want to get on here for a little bit because I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be my first day back to work and I really wasn't expecting it. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I don't give a shit. I'm fucking stoked. I needed to get back into work. Like I said, I need to stack my chips, not my money like that. I'm talking like future stuff, like my 401k I got, shit like that, stocks, all sorts of shit like that. So it's not just strictly about the money. It's just getting back to where I was at and picking up where I left off because I like my job. I love my job. So I'm not going to fuck that shit up, and I haven't, and I won't. That's why when the people come on here like yesterday, you've been clashing government checks your whole life. You ain't got a job, you're a burnout. I was laughing because everything he claimed was the opposite. That's how I know he was projecting himself trying onto me. And that's why I was like, fuck you. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to Worski's. I'm going back to work. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I am, whether anybody likes it or not. And I'm ecstatic. And like I said, I'm a man who hedges his bets. So I don't count my chickens where they hatch. That's why last night I told you in the end, I said, hey, unless there's something I don't know about, doctor might hold me back. But, I have all my stuff perfect. That's why I sat at home instead of just vegetating. I did a shitload of physical therapy. Cut my shit and took 6 weeks away from my fucking healing process yet again. Or more. 8. If I would have had to do all my physical therapy, I wouldn't be going back to the beginning of August. And I'm going back today. So what does that tell you? You know what I'm saying? So I could give two shits about anybody who thinks opposite, because that's just a negative. And we on here trying to be straight. And I'll tell you this right now. The fight. I fought with. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't it suck when you can't see your parents? Even if it's your stepdad. Sometimes your stepdad is your dad, like you said. I can tell. I never had a stepdaddy, and I didn't want one, so that's because the switch flipped when I woke up. I found out my dad was gone. I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know when. So when I woke up and he was gone, the switch flipped. I started going to jail. 9 years old. Fucking. So, you could just see how that went. That's why when you tell me about what was happening when you said, I can relate, man. I can relate with that because I was in jail most of the time at 16 years old. Just like 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. 2 weeks after my dad's birthday, and I was still 9. No, I know, but the thing is, that, like I said, I need to set prime examples with that stuff. And what I mean is not by making them look bad, but by showing to you guys, God forbid, don't let nothing of that get to you. You got to just remember, when you see that type of stuff, you just got to state the obvious and let them know how you feel. Even if they think they're going to get it, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So when you see somebody put a stupid message on there and it sums up your life in one sentence, I had to laugh. I had to laugh whether somebody thought it was a nervous mechanism or not, because it wasn't. It was one of those good problems. Because he's running his mouth claiming he knows my whole life. And the thing is, I guarantee what he said was exactly what he was doing, not me. Because everything he put was the opposite of what I have going on. And it's the truth. That's just how it is and what it is. That's why I had to sit there and just... Whatever, smart plug, whatever helps you sleep better at night, man. Whatever, man. And like I said, this is just another piece of solid gold credibility that I give to y'all, like y'all give to me. I'm not. I have to set example, positively. So like, yeah, I could have started back to work Monday or tomorrow. I just didn't want to. I've been wanting to go back to work for a while now, and I know you can't force those type of things or rush them. So like, I had to make sure everybody was coinciding with each other, and it wasn't no placating. So like, when the doc told me I was fully healed, and then when the doc asked me if I needed another work note, yeah, that's where it hits. That's where it hits different. So I don't. So like, these people want to come on and say shit, whatever. We all know what's happening. But I have to sit there and sometimes and just have to. Sometimes they don't see that. Sometimes they don't even want to see it. They got selective seeing, and they just say what they want to say anyways. It's okay. It's alright. I just need to get back because it's just me. I'm not the type of person that likes to sit around and like I said, when I am sitting here and I got to deal with this shit, I make the best out of it. I make the best out of it, but I haven't been gone long. And like I said, without gone 3 months or 3 years, my job's waiting on me. Nobody can take my job. The only way I can lose my job is if I lose it on my own. But being out for something like that, like I said, 3 months, 3 years, wouldn't have mattered a fucking bit. So here we are. And what I will try to do tonight, this is why I got on to let y'all know the real good news, because there's no reason to wait. I want to go back. So, I will probably leave here in about an hour and a half, give or take. I got my car gonna get being brought back soon. But I got stuff I got to set up. I got to set up my, because like I said, I just turned company. I was there. I started last year, April. I got converted in February, so yeah, it was like February, March. It was like the middle and of March when this shit happened. The middle of March, maybe the beginning of March. You guys would know. I posted it. I'm just doing a rough estimate. So yeah, I wasn't able to like set up my 401k yet and like get my direct deposit. So I got my checks in the mail, and just like when you're a temp server, when you start out as temp, you get paid every week. But when you get converted to company, you get paid bi-weekly. Now that don't bother me. I like that. That don't bother me one bit at all. So I want to go in an hour early, go to payroll, go up to administration, go talk to payroll, and get that all together. Get that all set up, and get my 401k set up completely, because I was able to start it, but I need them to help finish it because it's just required. And then, just get back at it. Pick up where I left off. Because like I said, things have changed since I've been there a lot. Half of my old roster's gone. Company and temp. Some of my company people that were behind me have turned, some of my temp people have turned company. Especially one of the guys I trained, so I'm a little happy about that. But no, there's a lot of changes. There are a lot of people gone, and then like I said, the assumption other people know, because nobody really knows nothing over there, because they're not privy to that information. Only a couple of the big wigs. So, they had to go around and make their phone calls after I got off the phone with them, because they're like, you come back today? Yeah, I am coming back today. You're damn right. Hell yeah, that's what we like to hear. We need more people like you. I wish we could make it happen. Just like the one day, if we had a clone machine, we wouldn't need nobody else. That's what they said to me. We just clone you a couple hundred times, here and there. I said, yeah, that it's just too easy to do that. It sounds too easy. It's always, you'd say, dog, it can't do it. We just gotta be thankful for what we got, where we have it. So, yeah. But what I really want to break down is I want to illustrate to everybody, just like when this gets posted, whoever didn't come on, because nobody really knows. I will get on when I get off work. But this is the thing, guys. You got to remember this. You have to remember this. Oh, I know. Oh, most definitely, I know. Yeah, I got some brand new stuff right up here. I gotta get myself a new helmet though. This is a helmet I started with. When I start getting really elevated, I don't want my stuff to get put on there. I need a really good helmet, but Yeah, my masks, all that shit. Nah, everything, tools, all that shit. You know it, man. You know it. Uh, but no, I just want everybody else when this gets going on there because I won't be starting at 9 or 10 tonight. I'll be having lunch between 7 and 9, somewhere in there. My lunch. Uh, I don't get out of work. I will let you know this right now, and it's gonna be this way until the day I die or I retire over there. I will never get out of work at the same time ever, ever. It's usually 4A. It's supposed to be four by default, but it doesn't happen just because the demand's so high right now. Uh, 4 to 12:30, but we don't ever get out at 12:30. What's up, buddy? We don't ever get out at 12:30. So I just wanted to let everybody know on here, and anybody who watches it after it gets posted, that I won't be on between 9 and 10 tonight. And from here on out, I won't be unless it's on a Sunday, and even Sunday, I'll have to reset. I might have to set down because that's not my day off. That's just a day that we don't run. It's not considered a day off. A day off to us is when we have a day off when we're supposed to be working or this or that. I, by default, work 6 days, so I work my one day off because I'm trying to become management. So we're gonna see how this rolls when I get back. You know, I might work the first couple of weeks, 5 days, but I believe that I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna do what I normally do. I'm gonna do what I feels right. But what I will do is when I do get out of work or when I do go on a break, when I go on like my last break, what games do I have? Well, hold on here. We'll talk about that. When I do go on a break, though, I will illustrate to everybody. Like, I'll put a post, a community post or something, like what my estimate would be. Or you guys would just wait till I get out. And when I get out and I walk outside and start heading home after I clocked out, I'll just go live. I'll just go live with you on my phone. And then we'll just take it from there to here. Because I'm using my tablet right now, and the thing is I need a new tablet. I'm just going to have to buy another one because this is the one I was using before. I'm using an old Levino from 2020. I'm on life support. That's why it only lasts about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. This is what I had. I bought this son of a bitch, and I didn't even open it for 2-3 months. And then I started using it and realized it's sitting in this Levino stand right here. I was like, oh, yeah, perfect. But I got to go out and get myself another one of those. There's a lot of stuff that still needs to be done, but going back to work, that's number one goal. Then my license is number 2. I go to do that Monday. I go to get my license Monday. I've never had my license. Never. 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 So this is a long time coming for that. That's a major milestone in my life. Just like when I got converted company, just like when I got hired last year. Major milestones in my life. Like, not my first job, but it will be my last because I've never had a job like this, and they beyond take care of you. Like I said, a family within a family. And I pretty much live there when I'm working. And I love it, so. But I just need everybody to know that yo, what up, Big A? What up, son? That's my little son on here, just so y'all know. That's like my little nephew, my stepson right there. How you doing, Big A? Yo, I'll show you what's up, yo. I'm going back to work here in a couple hours. That's what's up. Just got back from the doctor. Got a clean bill of health. That's what's up. I'm going back to work. Worskies. I'm going back to Worskies. You missed out on all the other lives that you haven't been on, man. Things been popping. Things been popping. When you turn 18, you're going to donate $100 to me? Okay, hey. You can? I used to use iPhone, and that's why I don't have a TikTok anymore, because I had a, I have to, yeah, I got an iPhone 7 that needs a screen fixed. That's the last time I had an iPhone, but, I had a TikTok on there, and I can't get to it unless I go open that and get that thing fixed. My old TikTok had like 1,200, so I used to go live here and there, but, like, I have people that still like my stuff on there to this day, but yet I haven't been able to post nothing on there for like 3.5 years. I haven't had access to it, so there's no reason to, like, do any, like, if you want, hey, I will not ever be asking for money just because that's not me. I've always been self-efficient, but I cannot stop people from wanting to look out, so I'm not gonna disrespect you or slight you. If you want to do it, just like, hey, just like when you asked a sub, you know, I'm not, ultimately, we both know that you don't need my permission to sub, but, the respectful thing, and it was most gracious. That's awesome. I'll never tell somebody to need it, but, when somebody does that, I take that. That's highly respectful. So, like, I'm not going to slight you. I am not going to slight you. If you want to look out, so wait, I'm not going to stop you because that wouldn't, I'm not going to, that make you trying to go against the grain, If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Well, what kind of games do I have? I'm sort of a nostalgia person. I love to play old school RuneScape. I don't get to play it a lot. I just got my character imported. I've been off for a few months. I try to play a little bit here and there, but like right now. You guys gonna have to hold on 1 second. Let me take care of this real quick. Just give me 1 second if y'all can bear with me. I knew this was gonna flow. How you doing? Oh Lord! Somebody else just got. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Had to go. I had to go take care of something. Had to pay for my keys and all that because like I said, my stuff's about to get picked up. But these guys want to try to check. Can you believe this? They got me at a dealership. I got the car at the dealership to get the key made. These guys are like. These guys wanted to charge me $300 for a battery when my battery's fine. They wouldn't even charge it. I'm like, why don't you just charge it up? You got a big ass dumb charging dolly sitting in your service station. I was just in there. No, we don't do that. We can put a new battery in there. Nuh-uh. So I had to go take care of all that. So when it goes to get picked up, nobody stops it because I'm gonna be at work when it gets picked up. So how you doing, Austin? Staying out of trouble? Well, you gotta be if you're on the phone. Not trying to be a jit over there, are you? Don't need you back over there. They'll be doing those TOHs. You don't want none of that. Trying to make you catch that fade every fucking day in there, man. Fuck all that. You don't want none of that. Friday, I'm gonna fight. It's a box fight. For fidgets. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, I know we were talking about games. Like I said, I like to play RuneScape, but I don't know, I used to play like Final Fantasy, role-playing games, stuff like that. I'm a nostalgia guy, though. I like old school stuff. I like old school stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would play like newer shit. Because I have an Xbox, a brand new one, like the Diablo version. But it's brand new in a box. I have a PlayStation 4, don't use it. My daughter does, so I let her have it. I want to get a PlayStation 5, but when I get one, I'll probably get two of them, and I'll probably put one away, and then the other one will just sit there. And unless I get, my buddy wants me to start playing with him, Red Dead Redemption or something. I don't know. There's a couple games people want me to start playing with them, but when I tell them I'm an old school RuneScaper, they're like, for real? Yeah, for real. I love that nostalgia shit. I love that shit. You ain't taking that away from me. No. It is not happening. But yeah, I'm ready to go back. I gotta do this. But yeah, when I just wiped that out, so that's another chonky. That's another T crossed and another I dotted. Let's iron out some wrinkles today. Where'd you go, Austin? Where'd you go, Big A? Yeah, they do. Don't know who's up, but yeah. Just let everybody know. You see somebody popping up going, what happened? Or didn't watch? Just let everybody know, because I'm gonna stay on here a little bit longer. Now I'm gonna have a little bit of time for myself and try to get everything together, because I got most of my gear together. I get some other stuff together. Don't think I'm gonna make a lunch today. Think I'll just eat in there. But yeah. I'm gonna set up RuneScape though, so I can have somebody chopping for me. I don't use bots or none of that dumb shit, because that shit gets connected to your IP. They'll band it out. I'm not having my people, all the time that I've played on there, go for it. So I don't do that bot shit. I'm the type of person that'll find bots and kill them if I can. But most of them are cowards that don't go to PvP, or they're not in the wilderness, so they're not gonna get killed if they're just doing skills, gaining resources. Now they out there fucking around, and I can crack that ass. Yeah, I will. There's a lot of new stuff that happened in that game though, so I'm a little behind on it. There's a lot of different shit going on, and then you got players that are like Oda Block. Shout out to him. He be bone crushing people. He's probably gonna rechange the whole game, because I watch him spank people without even the task at hand on there. I mean, he's taking the game to a whole new level. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts helping develop it one day, become one of the mods. What's crazy is years ago they wanted to make me one. Yeah, and then what happened was I went to jail. It was either jail or I was like something where I just wasn't playing, and when I got on, I missed it, and they asked me twice. You guys got to remember, that game came out a hot minute ago. It's been around a long time. So, and I got introduced to it by my younger cousins. Jesus, what is that? Is somebody humping a hole in the wall? Like what? That shit's crazy. Demir, doom, 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 doom. I either come through and fucking steamroll or stop fucking trying to rub one out in the wall. I don't know what you're doing. It fucking sounds weird. I don't like that shit. Get on with yourself. Or close the door all the way. The only thing I can think of is the wind, because it ain't my door. I hear boom, 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 boom. Like, what are you doing? Then it sounds like somebody's trying to come through the wall. Weird shit. Austin, you just popped up to say yo and run away. If you're on here, say something. Because you popped up. You should have just said hi and bye if you just popped up to say yo. You what? When I ran away, you were like, I'm not saying, look at that screen. Hey, I had to take care of some real stuff, real stuff. I had to pay a bill, man. You gotta pay them bills. Gotta pay them bills. Takes money to make money. Money's always given me a false sense of security, so, you know, that's why I'm taking advantage of this, because it's not about me. I gotta take care of myself. I got stuff to take care of, obligations and responsibilities. Like I said, my whole goal is from, you know, maybe the end of this year. Give me 5 years from December. 5 years, and I'll have a house. I'll flat out own. Not no mortgage. As long as I can get what I want, or I'm gonna have to build this own bitch. Have it built. I want rent to own. Find something that's nice to rent to own. Drop something on it so I can put my roots in real quick, and then just take care of the rest with ease. But sometimes you don't get what you want. I've been looking for a while. I looked while I was right when I got a job last year. I was looking and looking. Best thing I found was something that's a house that was 2-bedroom, had a 4-car garage, didn't have a fucking basement or attic, and it was smaller than what I'm in now. Minus the apartment. It's smaller than what I'm in now. I was like, at least here, I wasn't doing it because they're like, oh, cool, yeah, we can do rent though. Who are you gonna be? No, it ain't like that. I know y'all want that. Nobody's gonna say a fucking word. Like here, they don't got people. Usually it's people going, hey, let me go get a mortgage with the bank or this or that. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, but this is the thing. You gotta know your limitations, and you don't want to open doors you can't close. So you gotta be very strategic about things like this. Nothing will ever be perfect, but like you can get the best way you want. I'm not rushing any of that shit. So like, if it gets to the point where I can't find nothing by the time I'm by December, 3 years from now, something, I got that time. I'm just gonna have to start building something somewhere, buy a little piece of land, plot of land, and because, you know, God made land, He ain't making no more of it. So you better get what you can now. Yeah, just like time. Do what's right. If you fuck up a little bit, it's in our nature. We were not designed to be perfect. We were designed to sin. We were designed to learn from that, though. Some people don't, some people do. So, just, you know, take advantage of that. Try to take advantage of your best way as soon as you know you can, because it's like, you might not get another chance. Just like with me. If I fuck this job up, there's no way I'm going to go out and find a better job. There's no way. There's no way. I can guarantee you that. Because I'm not working 4 days swing shifts. 4 days on, 4 days off. I'm not doing that. That's the only other job I know that would be waiting for me right now. And I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck if they paying fucking right a little bit under what I'm making now. Starting off. I make good money now. And what's crazy is we're going to be becoming union soon. So, like, I'm not going to spit at it. But if we don't, I'm not going to spit at it either. Some people have been thriving for it. It should have already been happening, supposedly. And some people don't want nothing to do with it. Me? I'll go which way. It don't matter. I gotta start paying union dues. I have a union card, and I'm getting, you know, better, whatever. What's up? What's up, guy? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just explaining to everybody, you know, this is the job I'm going to keep. I'm not losing it. The only other job that might be waiting for me is a job at swing shifts. 12 hours, 2 days during the day, then opposite 12 hours at night, which means you're constantly fucking, you're never able to get real sleep. You won't ever be able to get no REM sleep. 4 days on, 4 days off. I'm not working swing shifts. Not doing it. That would be the only thing I know that'd be waiting for me. So I'm totally not fucking this shit up. What I do, hey, let's just put it this way. I work where things get really fucked up. Real fucked up. Where I work at places made to tear shit up. That's all there is to it. They're trying to turn us union, which is crazy, but I don't give a shit about that. I make decent money, so I can't. And I don't get, like I said, it's all about just taking care of what's ahead right now. Let's just put it this way: what I do, we in charge. We have a lot of responsibility. We in charge of making sure shit gets done, and we get. And like I said, they gotta wait on us before we done, especially the shift I'm on, because we close up everything. We pick up where first shift left off, and everybody else gotta wait for us after that. There is no third shift. They gotta come in there. Everybody else gotta come in there and do what they gotta do when we leave. Break shit down, do this, do that. All I know is I'm ready because I don't give a shit. I couldn't say people are like, why don't you just milk it? Somebody said that to me in real life. Like, why don't you just do the other? Just sit there and milk it. You don't have to go back till August. Why don't you just sit there and get paid? Because I'm not getting. I can't put money in my 401k sitting here. You see what I'm saying? I can't put money into this. I can't put money in that. You know, I have those type of things. I have, you know, I'm thankful that I'm blessed with. I can't, you know, when you're sitting here and you might be collecting money off workman's comp, that don't mean you get to put that. It doesn't go into 401k. It doesn't. It's like you can't file taxes off of that. So that's one of the reasons, one of many reasons why I want to get back to work. 2 is because I want to get back to my main goal, trying to become management. 3, I just can't stand just sitting around. There's only so much you can do, and I've made the best of it. That's why I did a lot of physical therapy at home, so I didn't have to go back in August. I'm going back like 8 weeks early, literally. August 7th or 8th would have been the day I would have been going back if I would have had to do the rest of my physical therapy and all that. But like I said, I'm fully healed. And like I said, I don't have to make it. I know what's going on. I had to sit here, and I did. I was like, 1 day a week? And I'm doing 6 days a week here. I'm doing 6 days a week at home. But just, hey, everybody, if you guys see somebody that pops up or sends a message after this is posted and don't know what's going on because they didn't watch it or something, just let everybody know. Tonight ain't going to be 9 to 10. It ain't going to be no 9 to 10 like it was because I'm back to work. I will, though. I will either send a short or I'll put a post. My last break or something. I'll give you guys an estimate when I'm getting out, and then I'll go live. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't ever get out the same time. Ever. That's another thing that might be a little annoying for all y'all. I will never get out at the same time. It's not like working a fucking gas station gig where you get all mad because the person to relieve you is not there and you pray that you're the person closing so you get out at the same time. That don't happen with us. We'll never get out at the same time. Ever. It never happens, never does. And won't. If it does, it's like a super blessing. But the time I'll be getting up is between 12:30 and 4. That's all there is to it. In the morning. So I'm sorry. I am apologizing, but that I can't stop that. So the earlier I get out, you guys will know. So try to pass word around. Like I said, maybe on my lunch. Like I said, my last break is when I really somewhat know some stuff. No, that's fine. I'm not gonna be on much longer though because I'm going to work. I gotta be at work at like 3. I gotta be in there early so I can get my 401k completely set up and all that other shit. So I just want everybody to know what's going on though. Like I said, it was gonna happen regardless. I don't give a shit what them Stains said earlier yesterday. That's what made me laugh. It was like, only if you knew. Only if you knew. And it was like, you guys love throwing that shit. Later, Ghost. Later. Austin, I don't know if you just lurking or what you doing, man. You come on in here and say, yo, I'm responding. Your ass haven't said a peep yet. What you doing? Don't tell me Don't tell me you in the corner. Don't tell me mom put you in the corner. Did you catch the house on fire again? Told you, stop doing that. Can't be a pyro, especially down there, man. But yeah, I want to get my stuff together. My head is twirling in a good way. I'd have to say today is a really good day. I want to do a little bit of studying on some other stuff. Like I said, Monday I go for my license. So, can't wait to take care of that. Just want to, like I said, never had my license, so that's another milestone. Yeah, I've been able to drive, but I can't drive right now because permit expired a couple of months back while I was waiting on my response from Secretary of State. So when I seen I got granted full reinstatement, I went and paid my reinstatement fee. Been bouncing back and forth with them the last couple of weeks. Now my shit's set up for Monday. So Monday I'll go in and get my license, and hopefully if it's like it's how I usually have things, like I said, I try to hedge. I'm a man of hedges and bets. I don't count my chickens for the hedge. So Monday you should see me driving to work, bringing myself home at that point. Unless there's something really wrong with my car, which there should not be. There shouldn't be, because I quit driving it the night I got pulled over, the morning I got pulled over, and I had 22 hours left on it. I think I used it one time when I woke up, but I think I went to get some lunch and I went to do some shopping because I had like 6 hours left. I'm like, I might as well just go do what I can with it now because it's going to be a couple months till I can drive. Well, now I'm going to have my license. There ain't going to be no more of that restrictions when I'm on 12-hour, 6 days, 1 dead day, none of that. I'm going to have the real deal, the real McCoy. So that right there is another peace of mind for me. Because even though when I was working and I started work, I might have came in, drive myself in, they had to drive my vehicle home. I would get rides home. People get that's one thing I have to say. You find people that are like you on your caliber, and you'll know because you don't even have to ask for a ride. If someone finds out you need a ride, they're willing to want to give you a ride. So I'm just hoping that everything goes its way, just like today did. How I said last night. Everything goes the way it should. But what did I say? I said that might not. There could be something I don't know. My doctor might hold me back a little bit. Well, you guys found out. There ain't no holding me back. You kick down that wall. Drop kick that motherfucking wall. Drop kick that motherfucking wall. Break that wall down. We don't need no fucking door. Just break that wall down, whatever you think's stopping you. Because it wasn't about me stopping. It was about getting back at an appropriate time. And like I said, what happened with this in the beginning just wasn't a good situation because it took a week and a half for it to be assessed after I was told it was broken, soft cast me, and then they send me off, trying to crash me out. Wouldn't tell me they wouldn't take me because I was in between insurances. No more state insurance, private insurance hasn't kicked in all, so they're like, they couldn't tell me, oh, it's just cash. You got to pay cash. They just didn't say no. They're like, oh, we can't take you after having me come in. Wasting my fucking time. Twice. 2 different spots. So I went to my work and told them about it, and they're like, you want to know what? Hold on. They coincided with my doctor, referred me to the spot I went to now. And like I said, shit started hitting hard. So like, this was a blessing in disguise because it made up for all that. Because I'm going back 8 weeks early, which means if everything would have happened the right way medically, this would probably be around the time I would be going back by default. So I'm very thankful. I thank the Lord. I thank everybody. Everybody's been on my side. Everybody's been rooting for me. Everybody knows exactly what I've been doing. And just remember, you see what's going on. If I can do it, y'all can do it. So don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Doubt is your enemy. Do not limit yourself. Don't remove options from yourself. Don't force ultimatums on yourself. As much as you might think things are bad, things could be ultimately worse. I was sitting here right when my hand broke and I wasn't making anything for a good 2-3 weeks. Because I was depressed. Didn't give a fuck about that money. Like I said, you can't put no money in 401k when you're on workman's comp or just sitting back. No. So fuck that shit. Can't become management at home. That's my goal. That's my dream goal. So we'll see. I just want to get back to work and get back in the thick of it. So I have it coming. So I shall be ready. What do we got right here? 1:30? What are we doing? 1:30 right now? Almost 1:30. Yeah, I got a couple more minutes with y'all, and I'm going to have to use the little bit of personal time I have left to take care of this. Because I'm going to worskies. Work. I know everybody's like, I hate work. I actually love my job. And that's a peace of mind that you can't really get a lot of times. Most people I know, they don't work their job because they like it. They work it because of what they get from it. Me, I'm not there for the money, ultimately. I mean, that's second. I'm there for the glory and the action, then the money. Peace of mind. So I'll let it crack an hour. I'll stay on for 10 more minutes. I'll stay on for 10 more minutes. I don't give a shit. Because I got some of this stuff together. I just want to get a couple other things together. I know I have some other phone calls coming in. I don't want to have to be running out of the room and taking them and doing that. To me, that's a little disrespectful to you guys. I mean, but I wanted to get on and let y'all know. Well, no, time that night. It'll be 12:30 or later. I'll give you. Try to give you guys an estimate on my last break. I'll try to give you guys an estimate on my last break. Because that's all I really can do, because I don't control that. And we don't get out every time. We're never going to get out at the same time every night. So I bank on like 1:30, 1:30, 2 o'clock. But after that, once it gets like to 2 o'clock and we're still rolling, I just don't give a shit. If we got to roll till 4, then we're rolling till 4, because I'm already in time and a half range. Anything over 8 and anything over 40. Time and a half. So I just... When it gets late like that and we're still there and you got everybody, I'm just, whatever, man. I'm going to do that. Because overtime is how you're able to stack some paid time off, too. Yeah. Stack that shit like skyscrapers. Yeah. Can't get a haircut today, so I gotta go old retro like I'm a kid again with the do-rag. The do-rag, the ninja mask, and my hard hat, my hard hem. Because I can't have my hair all shooting out everywhere. I can't do that. I cannot do it. So it's not happening. I don't wear do-rags like that anymore. I used to, just to keep my shit out of my face, or when I had, when I'd have it braided up back when I was young. Keep it fresh so it wouldn't get all mad and all, bullshit. I like to used to have long hair. I have to get a haircut though, because like I said, I work in the cold. That shit gets you all sweating hot, especially after you all ninja'd up. They try to play you like your Obi-Wan Kenobi, but really you're that ninja shinobi. Oh yeah. Won't even hear me when I come up. Turn you to sushi. Yeah. But I hope everybody's getting it on today. I'm sorry for everybody who's been having the problems. I'm glad that some of y'all have been telling me what's going on. Austin, you popped up and said, yo, and now you ran away. You better behave, Austin. Yeah, that's my son. That was my little stepson. I don't know where the hell he's at. He popped up and said, yo. He better be behaving where he's at. He's down. He's down in the Everglades. And, he ain't so easy to get. So easy to get in trouble anyways. But like down there, oh, they love sending motherfuckers to jail. And jail down there, don't get it twisted. That's some rough shit. I've never been. I don't need to be in Florida to know that. Personal friends and family went through that shit. That shit totally different from up here, just like California is totally different from here. You know what's fucked up around here with, like politics and stuff. You go to prison here, it don't matter whether you gangbanging or not. Everybody come together in there. That shit don't happen in Florida or fucking California. Everybody's segregated. Yeah. Everybody's segregated. So you get caught fucking around with you better stay with them, because your own kind gonna get you, and that's what's fucked up. It shouldn't be that way. But they dictate the rules, and what's crazy is, when it comes to the streets, they run the outside on the corners. The shot callers in there. So like it ain't nothing like Illinois. Nothing like it. Like seriously, I mean, unless you got a serious vendetta with somebody over some personal shit that happened, by default, if you don't know that person, didn't have no beef with them, everybody coincides as one. You don't gotta hang out with them, but nobody's trying to hurt each other. Everybody trying to, unless you in a max with 20 or more or life, then you probably don't give a fuck. Then you might be just fucking trying to check people off, but punching their time card, to punching that ticket. But It's fucked up how state to state everything's different like that. But down in Florida, they real fucked up with the way they administer their sentences. Everything's at 100%. Not like Illinois. Illinois, they have certain stats, you know, like non-violent, non-drug offenses. That's 60%. It used to be 50%. Violent crimes, 85. Sex crimes, 90. Murders, 100. And it used to be back in 95, the last day of 95 and prior, all that. Right before 96 hit, everything was at 50%. And when 96 hit, murder went right to 100%. Violence went to 85. Yeah. And back in the day before that happened, you had people getting 200-year sentences, 180-year sentences, 150-year sentences. And they were coming the fuck home. Yeah. After doing 20, 30 years. Because, you know, you're only doing 50%. You get 6 months good time when you walk into Statesville. You get another 6 when you can calculate out. Then all the programs they had back in the day. If you didn't have your GED and you got in the joint, you got 6 months off good time. And then all the programs. For every 90 days, you got 45 days. Good time. So imagine that. And like I said, that's common knowledge. But now these days, it's not like that. So it don't fucking matter whether they had the programs or not. You get 80 years for a murder, you're doing 80 years. You're doing 80 fucking years. That's all there is to it. That's if you can even live that long. So, go figure. Go figure. Yeah. I don't know. I'm already visualizing being in there. I just want to see how much things have changed because, like I said, half my old roster's gone. So we got all this new blood in there. With some of, like I said, the herd thins itself. The herd thins itself. There's no standing around vegetating. So I gotta see all these new blood. And then they're going to have to get used to seeing me, too. Because whether they knew I existed or not, it's irrelevant at this point. It's going to become, though, when I come in there. Because they're going to be like, well, who's this guy? It's not who are you? I've been here. You need to make grade now. I'm coming back. I'm just passing through. I was on medical sabbatical. I'm just passing through. What are you doing? Because what sucks is when you got to train somebody. I've trained 4 people since I've been there. When you train somebody, you're hoping that you're not putting this time and effort into somebody that's going to just leave. And what sucks is once they've been there a couple months and you're like, man, they're working out pretty good, you know? All of a sudden I know where they're gone. They just gone. That shit happens all the time. Just like it's so normal to get people to come in and they think it's all sweet. Even though they were given it, you know, during their initial, when they come in to give background check, drug test, all that, they're given a tour of the place before their orientation. So they know what they're up against. So when they come in and act like they didn't know what was going on, you get people coming and they literally walk on the ground and they turn, or they'll go to do 5 minutes. No. Well, here, how about to do this? No. They just, no, I'm done. Take the hat. And, like, yeah, you are done because you ain't coming back after that one now. Just like if you walk off, don't matter you company or not, you walk off, you tell somebody you good as dead. You might as well just not come back. That's the worst thing you're going to do is abandon ship. Especially if you run and crew or you an operator or something like that. That's really detrimental. Very detrimental. But the thing is, it don't matter what spot you got, high or low. It's all even because if something fucks up in the middle, everything else has to stop. Forward and behind it. So we all got to work together and coincide. That's why I be telling people, you don't have to like somebody at work, but you will respect them. Otherwise, you won't have work. That's just how it is. How it is, what it is. You don't have to like somebody at work, but you will respect them if you respect yourself and your job. So that's how that rolls. But no, I'm going to get rolling here. Because like I said, I was gonna wait till last week, so this coming week Monday to start back, but it's like, you wanna know what? Now. So that's how it is and what it's gonna be, what it is now. So let everybody know I will come on my last break or something, not a live but a short, or I'll put a community post, okay? So anybody else would be asking, if you see them asking, because I won't be able to respond. I won't be able to respond. Somebody's popping once I go to work, let them know. Let them know what's going on, because sometimes people watch just a little, this, not a lot. So, just want to let y'all know the good news, and I got to get ready, all right? Like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later tonight or in the morning. Either way, get with you on the flip side. Another one with your boy Witham, and I'm out.